warning, this story may be a little scary for some little ones.
Hi kids! Welcome back to Mylo and Ollie! Today we have another spooky story. But first, a Halloween safety tip. Kids, make sure your costume has reflective material. If it doesn't, carry a flashlight or these glow sticks that you'll find at the Dollar Tree. This way, other cars and trick-or-treaters can see you. Stay safe out there, kids.
Once upon a time, a group of friends got together for their usual Friday night sleepover. They played video games, watched movies, and now they decided to play a game called Truth or Dare. It was Jimmy's turn to pick either truth or dare. Dare, he said with an uneasy tone. The other friends huddled up to come up with the perfect dare for Jimmy. I should have picked truth, Jimmy thought. Truths are easy. You just have to be honest. But if you choose truth, you look like a scaredy cat. Finally, the friends came up with the perfect dare for Jimmy. Since it's so close to Halloween, they said, we dare you to go to the cemetery and put a flower on each of the graves. Jimmy said, you can't be serious. You don't have to do it, one of the friends said. No, I'll do it. I'm not afraid. They picked some flowers out of the yard and headed to the cemetery. They get to the entrance of the cemetery. It's so cold and dark. All the kids stand there looking scared. Finally, Jimmy stands tall and says, okay, let's get this over with. We're not going in there. This is your dare, his friend said. Jimmy walked up to the entrance. He could hear an owl in a tree nearby. He noticed a fog had settled in around the gravestones. A shiver ran down his spine. Just get this over with, he thought to himself. He steps into the cemetery. Suddenly...
Rescue heroes! Ah! Super Mom, we're telling scary stories. I know. I just thought you needed a super snack. Happy Halloween.
Jimmy stepped into the cemetery. He looked back at his friends. They looked terrified. We will be right here when you're finished, they said. Jimmy rolled his eyes and walked further into the cemetery. They are a bunch of babies, Jimmy thought. There is nothing scary here. It's just a bunch of rocks and flowers. He placed a flower on the first gravestone. See? Easy. He placed a flower on the second gravestone, then the third and fourth. Soon he finished the whole row. He laughed as he ran down the next row, dropping flowers at each grave. He finally reached the last grave and laid down the rest of the flowers in his hands. He looked back to the entrance of the cemetery. His friends were still standing there just as they said. Jimmy had a huge smile on his face and shouted, "Hey guys, I'm done! I did it! I'm coming back!" He looked down at the last grave with the bunch of flowers. "Rest in peace," he said. He turned to walk back to his friends. As he did, he felt something bony tap him on the shoulder. His eyes got wide as he turned around. There floated a ghostly figure with his hand stretched out. It said,
"Where is my flower?"
Kids, I hope this wasn't too scary for you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, kids!